Welcome to the Recon Trader. In today's video, I will share with you some tactical analysis over on the Bitcoin chart as a very bearish pattern has started to develop over on the 4-hour chart. So with that being said, let's jump right over here to the 4-hour chart for Bitcoin USDT on the Binance exchange. Now each candle on the chart does represent 4 hours, and right now Bitcoin's price seems to be stuck in a bearish pattern known as a descending triangle, and during a downtrend, these patterns typically break down. And so with that in mind, the size of the move down, or your target price, would essentially be from the top of this triangle to the bottom of the triangle. And so if I drop in my target line here and move it over to the possible breakdown point, Bitcoin, in theory, could sell off all the way down here to the bottom, which would put us around 18,266. And I like to look at Fibonacci retracement levels when I'm looking at a move like this. So I would come off of, say, this low of 19,520 and swing high up to this 21,900 area. And now with the Fibonacci retracement levels dropped in on the chart, that can give you some other potential targets if this price breaks down and retraces. And the first level would be this 1272 level, which is 18,877, or call it 18,009. After that, then we're looking back down at the 1618 level, and that would put Bitcoin's price right around 18,000. And so at the end of the day, if this bearish pattern plays out, at a minimum, we're probably looking back at around 18,900. After this 1272 level, then we're looking back down at around 18,000. Now, beyond that, the next Fibonacci retracement level is all the way down here around 16,500, and that would be the 2.272 Fibonacci level. But that's kind of getting ahead of ourselves. The main levels we should be looking at right now, more than likely, is the 1272 level, and that's going to be around 18,900, and then after that, the 1618 level, right around 18,000. I do also want to note that around 17.6 would be a level I expect to be support as well, because that is where the current bear market sold off to its lowest point so far. Now, speaking of support or resistance levels, if I drop in my support and resistance indicator on the chart, you can see a pretty big green zone of support down here around the 19.5 to around the 19.8 level. However, there is a zone of resistance right here, and that actually happens to be right around the 618 level, or 20,500. Bitcoin's price has failed on multiple occasions of getting above and closing above the 20,400 to 20,500 level. And these lower highs that Bitcoin is setting obviously plays into the actual trend pattern of this descending triangle. In fact, Bitcoin is actually rejected just recently at the 786 level, which is right around 20,000. You can see a rejection here and an additional rejection here. And if we look back and check our 6 a little further, you can see back in this area, Bitcoin had a problem with that 20,000 level. So in the short term, 20,000 may be the first level towards the top side that we look at as resistance. And then on the flip side, we're looking at support down here at around 19.5 as far as the bottom goes, a break down below 19.5. And this pattern would more than likely be validated, and you could expect Bitcoin's price to sell off lower. Now, something else I want to note, you might notice these higher lows. We have 3 of them in a row. However, these higher lows are extremely weak. They go from a lower low of 19,520, and then the next pivot is a higher low. However, it's only a $20 pivot of 19,540. After that, the next pivot is another higher low. However, again, it's only a $25 increase of 19,565. And then after that, you get just shy of another $20 increase on the next pivot, higher low. So in my opinion, these higher lows don't really hold much weight in my opinion, as really the buyers are just stepping up at this lower level of support. Now, one last thing we can take a look at would be the EMA ribbon indicator. And as you can see, the Bitcoin price has struggled and basically rejected each time the price gets into the actual ribbon. And so once again, we're seeing a move into the ribbon. And it appears once again, Bitcoin is actually rejecting from the EMA ribbon. And as you can see, the ribbon is a bearish ribbon. You have your reds and yellows on top of your greens and blues. And so this is also a very bearish indication of Bitcoin's current price action. Now, I think that's enough jaw-jacking for this video. If anything major happens over here on the Bitcoin charts, I will do an updated video. So now would be a good time to shoot that subscribe button. If you like this video, do me a favor, spike a like. If you have any questions or comments, drop them in the comment section down below. And until next time, remember, never send your money into battle without first doing your recon. See you in the next video.